Good evening. Welcome to Lagos Updates on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This program highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. I'm Adeola Akindele. In the highlights of the program today, Lagos State Government sets up independent panel to probe collapse of 21-storey building in Ikoyi, suspends General Manager of Lagos State Building Control Agency. Days and more after this timeout. We'll begin today with this story. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on Monday ordered an investigation into the incident of a collapsed 21-storey building under construction on Gerald Road, Ikoyi. The State Deputy Governor, Obafemi Hamzat, visited the site in the company of other officials, including the Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Idris Salako, Commissioner for Special Duties, Bangbushi Martins, Special Advisor on Urban Development, Ganiyu Ayuba, as well as General Manager, Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, Femi Oke Osonyitolu. The Deputy Governor directed security agents to cordon off the site to facilitate rescue efforts. Lagos Rescue Unit, LRU, Lagos State Fire Service, and Lagos State Ambulance Services, LASAMBAS, were on the site to save the lives of those under the rubble. On Tuesday, day 2 of the rescue efforts, the number of persons rescued alive increased to 9. Lagos State Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat, who was at the scene of the incident while briefing journalists on update of the rescue operations around noon, confirmed that 2 out of the 9 survivors had been discharged. Hamzat stated that the state government was hopeful that more people would be found alive. He urged onlookers around the incident site to allow responders to do their work effectively.
This is a search and rescue operation. So sometimes we need to even be quiet so that we can hear voices. That's why we don't want too many people here. The operation, as you can see, is ongoing. We are off until we are able to accountable for everyone in the building.
The Deputy Governor dispelled the rumor that the initial approval for the building was 15-storey, noting that what the government approved was actually 21. Hamzat, who was accompanied by the State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Motosho, and some cabinet members also visited the hospital to check the survivors. Also on Tuesday, the Lagos State Government, in a press statement signed by the State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Motosho, announced the indefinite suspension of the General Manager, Lagos State Building Control Agency, Bola Oki, who is an architect. The governor says the government will surely find out what went wrong and punish those indicted. On Wednesday, day 3 of the collapsed building incident, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said a 6-man panel of inquiry will be inaugurated to investigate the remote cause or causes of the collapsed building in a Ikoyi area of the state. Members of the panel are a town planner, Toyin Ayinde, a structural engineer, Akintilo Idris, an architect, Yinka Ogundairo, a builder, and a lawyer, Godfrey O. Godfrey, real estate lawyer, Bumi Ibrahim, while another lawyer, Ekundayo Nojobi, will serve as secretary. Governor Sanwo-Olu announced this during his second visit to the site of the collapsed building at number 20 Gerard Road, Ikoyi, so the panel has a 30-day term of reference and that he would be signing an executive order to give the panel a legal backing.
To determine whether there was any supervisory or oversight lapse on the part of the regulatory authority in the state, to determine the number of casualties and fatalities, to examine any other matter incidental to any of the terms I've stated above, and to make necessary recommendation to guide against, reoccurrence of such incidents.
In addition to the help desk at the site, the governor said a web form, lagosmind.org/help, and an email address, help@lagosmind.org, had also been created for those with people trapped under the rubble to get information about them, as well as psychosocial support telephone number 0909 000 6463. Meanwhile, on Thursday, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu inaugurated the panel of inquiry to investigate the cause of the 21-storey collapsed building in Ikoyi. The governor also signed an executive bill to give legal backing to the panel during the inauguration at the headquarters of the Lagos State Waterways Authority in Falomo, where members of the panel would be sitting. Governor Sanwo-Olu charged members of the panel, chaired by the president of the National Institute of Town Planners, Ikoyi, to be professional and factual in their findings. The governor, who expressed sadness over the unfortunate incident, said no stone would be left unturned to ensure that justice is served and to bring closure to families who lost loved ones in the incident.
You dispatch it with the highest level of professionalism because indeed you've all been well recommended to us. And so that's why we feel confident that coming out from the recommendations that not only we will be due bound to be able to audaciously work with it, but indeed the hope and the trust of our citizens will be fully restored.
Governor Sanwo-Olu also urged members of the panel not to hesitate in seeking an extension in case the 30-day term of reference given is not enough. Earlier, in his opening remarks, the Deputy Governor, Obafemi Hamzat, said the panel of inquiry has a mandate to unravel the circumstances surrounding the collapsed building with a view to bringing all culprits to justice to avert recurrence and serve as deterrent to other stakeholders.
This panel has a major job in its hand because the truth of the matter is anybody could have been in that building at that time, any one of us. So for our future, for our children, for everybody, this committee has a huge responsibility, and that's why it's important. That's why to make sure that even if we as a state government have made mistake, let it be known, and whoever has made the error, let it be known.
Giving a vote of assurance, the chairman of the panel, Ikoyi, promised that thorough investigation will be conducted without fear or favor. Ayinde assured the government that the findings will be different from the past, with professional recommendations to avert future occurrence.
We promise to be guided by professional standards and hope that we will collectively be able to chart a new course that will guarantee the safety of the life of the Nigerian citizen as far as the construction industry is concerned.
A minute's silence was observed for the repose of the souls of those who died in the incident. Governor Sanwo-Olu thereafter visited the scene of the incident. Also on Thursday, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu declared 3 days of mourning over the Ikoyi building collapse, which occurred on Monday. No fewer than 32 persons are believed to have died in the incident. All flags were flown at half-mast in public and private buildings, and official engagements cancelled during the mourning period. Away from that story, Lagos State Government has launched a universal patronage cash reward system tagged Ikoyi Token. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Cecilia Dada, said Ikoyi Token is a cash reward to improve the economic prosperity of Lagos residents. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated on Tuesday that the initiative would create a new, sustainable and robust mutual benefit between businesses, government and good people of Lagos State. The governor also informed that the program is a partnership between the state government and private investors for Lagosians to be financially empowered.
Ikoyi Token is not a lottery, but a cash reward for patronage offered by Lagos businesses to Lagos residents as thank you for their patronages and loyalty. Every Ikoyi Token guarantees instant cash the Lagos cash wallets of Lagos residents, and an automatic entry into a weekly consumer draw that gives a chance to win 5,000 naira to 100 million naira every Friday night.
The State Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment, Yetunde Arobieke, said over 200 companies have registered with Eco token. Arobieke added that any commodity purchased in a store with Eco token sign will be rewarded instantly and prices of goods will not be inflated. The management and members of staff of Lagos Traffic Radio have been commended for bringing innovation to bear in the course of delivering adequate and prompt traffic information to Lagos residents. The special advisor to the governor on Parastatus Monitoring Office, Afolabi Ayotayo, stated this during a courtesy visit to the station, accompanied by the permanent secretary, Parastatus Monitoring Office, Toyin Oke Osoyintolu, and other officials of the PMO.
To know what is happening anywhere in Lagos State. So you are never lost. Even if you are stopped for 3 hours, there is still hope for you through traffic radio. So we commend you for what you are doing as one of your customers.
While reeling out the activities of the agency, the general manager, Tayo Akunle, noted that the station has intensified efforts to speak to the transportation and traffic management pillar of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's themes agenda by expanding the station's scope of operations, giving waterways live reports to attract more residents to adopt it as means of transportation, as well as decongest the roads. Others include flight schedules, motorbike live reports with focus on traffic impediments, reinvigorated the various social media platforms with an increase in the number of followers, as well as good content.
On our outlook in the future, especially in the near future, we want to collaborate with the Ministry of Science and Tech so that they can give us live feed through their smart cameras that are installing on the major roads, so that we can begin to be giving that information real time through those feeds that will be installed in our two studios.
The high point of the visit was the presentation of a book of guidelines to aid the operations of the agency. Finally, on the program today, Lagos State Government has unveiled a plan to release more homes to the residents of the state before the end of the year. This was revealed by the State Commissioner for Housing, Moruf Akinderu Fatai, when assessing the progress of the sector in his office. Akinderu Fatai noted that the state housing project sited at Ibeshe in Ikorodu Division, Shangotedo Phase 1 in Etiosa Local Government, Ojo-Onosa Ayondelu and Agbowa in Ekose-Ejinri Local Council Development Area of the state are being scheduled for commissioning by the state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, before the end of the year. He stated that a total of 2,028 home units in various categories will be released from the schemes to serve the diverse shelter needs of various categories of residents in the state. And with that story, we conclude this week's edition of Lagos Update, a program that highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. You can listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on our website www.trafficradio961.ng and follow us on our various social media platforms: Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Lagos Traffic 961. You can download our app, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM from Play Store for more updates. Thanks to my producer, Babatunde Akinyemi, studio engineer, Oyeshola Ola, with support from the social media team. The executive producer is Tayo Akunle. I'm Adeola Akindele. Next week is another date. Stay blessed and stay safe.